Now we're moving on to the really interesting culinary experience here at the Spirit Tree Estate Cidery here with Thomas Wilson on July 17th. He has just actually given me a chance to get started on tasting a soup. And Thomas, what kind of soup is this?
That is roasted red pepper soup with our vegetable stock, and then there's a slice of our country French bread with some oven roasted green pepper on top.
Sounds great. Roasted red pepper with some of your own bread in there, and what was the other part?
It's a green pepper, roasted green pepper.
Roasted green pepper.
Is presented on top of the floating crust.
Nice, wonderful. And we've got something else coming up here.
Yes, we're going to do a cider tasting.
Great.
So of course, we start with a little palate cleanser. So here is some fresh water.
Let's see. Cheers.
To get you started.
Oh, these are lovely bottles. I have to show your logo as well. Spirit Tree, probably locally designed, I would imagine?
Yes.
So we've got the Estate Reserve cider, and we've got the iced cider.
Yes, this is the pub style, which we're currently out of, but we will have more shortly.
Okay, still producing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just out of stock.
Even the pub cider, the bottle is kind of a little reminiscent of a beer bottle, right?
Exactly. It's a beer bottle, but it's not. It's larger. It's a 500 ml bottle. It's actually a cider bottle.
Oh, is it?
It's from England. It was imported from the UK, and it was a bottling company in Montreal that sourced it, and that's where we purchased it from.
Wow, isn't that great? So you're really sticking with the European cider concept.
That's right, that's right. Our cider product is in a cider bottle.
That's right, a real cider bottle. Awesome.
I'll leave that up there. So the first one to try, just clear your glass.
Okay.
Is the Estate Reserve. So the Estate Reserve is the pub cider that we have then aged on French oak and gone through a second fermentation. So we've actually treated it like a Chardonnay. Exactly like a Chardonnay. Interesting.
How would you describe it? Because I'm not a wine expert. I know there's all these flavors like oak and
that's right. You're picking up some caramels, some vanillas from the oak, the firing of the oak. You're getting some dryness at the end of the tasting, which again is the oak tannins. Forward, you're getting first some sharpness and acidity, which is the apple juice, the acid in the apple juice. That's what you pick up first. Then secondary, you're going to pick up the sweetness. So there's a little bit of residual sugar there to maintain that apple flavor. And overall, you're going to get a very smooth roundness, which again is like the Chardonnay, and that's that second fermentation we go through during aging that smooths it out quite a bit.
Wonderful. It's very interesting. I like it.
It's a very light French-style cider. It's 8%. It's a little less alcohol than a normal white wine. So it's great for a summer brunch, summer hot day lunch picnic.
Now, for now, where can people get your ciders? Only here at your retail outlet? For
now, this is our first vintage. So it's a light vintage while we work out the kinks and work out the bugs. So right now we're retailing strictly from our own facility here.
Is your plan to get into the LCBO at some point?
That's right. Our plan is to start merchandising and getting our ciders into some of the local LCBOs. There is a program where we can deal directly with some of the local stores, and that's what we'd like to do.
Great. Excellent. Wonderful. And, well, let me finish this off here.
Sure. That's the first one. And then, because we have our second product, which is our iced cider.
Yes, that sounds
just
interesting.
Like iced wine, but it's apple juice that's been concentrated through freezing to concentrate it down to more of a syrup, very high sugar. It's then been slow fermented on a stainless steel tank and aged and then bottled. And so you're going to notice it's a lot like iced wine, but the acidity, the tartness of the apple comes through a little more. So it's got a little better balance in our opinion. And it's a huge product in Quebec right now.
Really?
And we think it's an amazing product as well. And hopefully you enjoy and agree.
Sounds good. This is delicious. This is right up my alley here.
That is a perfect beverage after a meal with cheese plate. some froid, definitely sharp cheeses.
Yeah.
Over
Wonderful
fruit.
taste. So that is this one here, the ice cider.
That's right.
Are you planning to sell this into Quebec at some point as well?
The market there is pretty well
It's covered?
A lot of producers are producing
really?
ice ciders into that. The government is fully supportive and behind it as an export potential.
Oh, I see. And in Ontario, cider is more of a novelty?
Cider is still a novelty. There's one or two producers. There's County Cider Company in Picton, Ontario, in the Prince Edward County region, who's been at it for years, produces true quality artisan ciders. There's a new company in Thornbury, the Thornbury Cider Company, that's producing a light pub-style cider strictly for the bar market. And then there's ourselves.
And that's about it?
That's about it.
And we've got so many apples here in Ontario.
That's right. Lots of apple regions, a strong history of cider in Ontario.
What happened to cider?
That was the one casualty of Prohibition. During Prohibition, cider was kind of decreasing as people became more of a taste for beer and spirits. And with Prohibition, it just completely wiped out cider, and it never came back.
Yeah.
And except for people doing it, making it at home, or a couple of import products that you can pick up at the LCBO, but it's definitely coming back in a strong way. There's a lot of people looking into cider as a new fresh beverage. But
in addition to the fermented cider, the hard cider, you also have the fresh cider.
That's right.
How popular is that?
Very popular. Very popular. We do some retailing, wholesaling through some local stores in the area, but we sell most of it directly from this facility.
Okay.
And we're actually surprised how much juice we have to press every week to just supply that local market.
And right now, you're using only your own apples from your own orchards?
We're using our own fruit plus fruit from other local growers, all Ontario fruit, as much as we can from the region of Peel. But the idea is long-term for this site to be self-sufficient. We have 10 acres of high-density orchard that are just getting started, so we were only able to take probably just under 1,000 pounds of fruit last year. We hope to take about 10 times that this year. Wow. Within another 2 years, we should be harvesting nearly 500 bins of fruit from this site.
So actually, the growth, how should I say, the trajectory is pretty quick. You're going...
fairly quick. Those trees have been in the ground since 2005, the first block. With subsequent years, we've been planting more orchard.
So does that mean your business has been conceptualizing for a number of years?
That's right. Since we bought the property in the spring 2005, and within a few weeks we started working the ground and we planted out our first trees on this property.
Wow.
Just like a true settler would have hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And when did you actually open the doors to this facility here?
We opened the doors. Our grand opening was the end of September 2009.
So not even a year.
And we weren't really operating until October of 2009.
Yeah. Wow. So you've been thinking about this for 6 years now.
That's right.
And now you're starting to reap the benefits.
That's right.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. You've won numerous awards.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to tell me a little bit about those as well, because they are very important.
Sure. The local Chamber of Commerce awarded us the Impact Award for 2009, which was just showing innovation and impact in the environment within the town of Caledon. We won the Environmentalist of the Year from the town of Caledon.
For your construction?
For construction. Use of new technology, new energy-efficient design. We won the building itself won the Commercial Building of the Year from the Canadian Farm Builders Association.
Really?
As an innovative and energy-efficient building. And we just recently won the Regional Premier's Award for our agricultural innovation in using and developing this facility.
Wonderful. You've done so many interesting things here with this property, and I'm sure people want to learn more about it. How do they learn about you? You must have a website.
Sure. We actually have a great website that we've had a lot of notice and a lot of comment on. It's www.spirittreecider.com, and there you can see a lot of different components of our facility, our mission statement. You can see pictures of the construction of the facility. You can see construction pictures of the oven itself, and a lot of information about the products that we make and grow here.
Great. I look forward to seeing that. Thank you so much, Thomas, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy that soup now.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.